Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. This video is going to be a review and demo on the Pat McGrath Mthershp Celestial Nirvana palette. So this is the 2022 holiday collection holiday palette. I'm absolutely in love with it. I had an unboxing. If you didn't get to watch that, don't worry, I just took it out the box. But I'm going to show you guys the palette and give you guys a quick look. So I've already been wearing it. The lasting power on this palette is amazing. It's the same Pat McGrath quality. You get the $125 quality, but at the $80-$90 price point. I'm going to put the pricing information in the box below. I am holding the palette upside down because it has a huge mirror at the top, so I don't want to blind you guys. So that is also my ring light reflection, so I'm going to do it at an angle. That is the palette. So if you can see, let me gingerly hold this thing. It's 3 different palettes in one. So this is one color story, this is a second color story, and then that's a third color story over on the end. So the color story with the reds and the bronzes, I wore that the other night. It was fabulous. Then there's a color story with browns and golds and blues, which I think is very on brand for a really classic evening holiday party eye look. And then in the middle is a really fun purple and blue kind of look. So I do want to try out the blue mascara for my next video. So I am going to, I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of me. I am going to go with the green and brown palette. But then again, if you're going to do blue mascara, you should do a blue eye, right? So let's get into it and do some fun things. So even though I don't know why I'm pigeonholing myself to one of the predetermined color stories, I'm thinking of going with these colors right in the middle. Even though I kind of want to incorporate that green too, but we're going to see. We're going to get started. But let me stop yabbling and gabbling. We're going to get into the things. So I have my handy dandy little makeup table right here with all my things on it. So you're going to be seeing me reach over here to get all the stuff that I'm using. So I'm going to start off with priming my eyes, and I'm going to use the Pat McGrath, what's the name of this foundation? Concealer. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. I have the shade MD27. And I'm going to use a deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques that is very covered in concealer because I use it to do this all the time. Charge it to my heart, not my head. I usually mainly do my makeup to go out on the weekend, so usually Thursday night I'll get around to being like, oh, let me clean my brushes tonight so I can have them for the weekend, and then I use them over and over dirty all weekend. So and this is, I use this shade all year round. It's more of my correct skin color in the winter time, and then in the summers, and in the summer, coming off summer like right now, it's more of like a highlight kind of shade, but it's so pretty. And I use this instead of eyeshadow primer because I have really sensitive skin. On multiple occasions my eyes have like swollen shut because of makeup, so the primers have so much chemicals in them that my skin just has allergic reactions randomly. So the NARS one I didn't have a reaction to, but there's a lot of other eyeshadow primers that gave me severe allergic reactions to the point where I either had to go to like urgent care or try to get an emergency appointment with my primary care physician. And that is the most embarrassing when you have to go for allergic reactions to makeup, because they're like, let me get this straight, something that you didn't even need has your face all swollen up and crazy like this in my office. So I try to just stick with the concealers, and I get the lasting power with the Pat McGrath. All eyeshadows can't do it, but Pat can. Okay, boom. So we have the foundation laid. So because I have a little tiny baby eye, I always kind of come into the crease first. So I'm going to do the crease first with the purple color. The purple color is called Violet Vixen, and this is the brush I'm going to use. So this is a Sigma Crease Diffuser E38, and I'm going to use Violet Vixen, that one. And it's a really clear, beautiful mirror in this palette, so you're actually going to be able to really use it when you're trying to do your holiday looks and stuff. Do you see how like purple that is? So gorgeous. And for those of you who may also have brown eyes, purple is such a pretty color with brown eyes. I think it's a great combination. So I'm gonna messily put that in the crease. Like I said, that the next to the Veil Vixen, that tealy glitter, that's what I'm gonna put on the lid. So I might use that lighter purple as my transition color on the top. So putting that in the crease. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And think, I only went to the pan, what, twice? And you see how bold and dark that is? So gorgeous. So pretty. Other eye. Other eye. So in the crease. One thing I will say, this palette is weighty. Like you would think, oh, you would think that because it is cardboard packaging compared to where she does her normal, the 100. Okay, so this is a real close-up look, but I feel like I want you guys to be able to see more of what I'm doing. So I think we're gonna stay here and keep going. So again, I did the Violet Vixen. I'm now gonna jump in with the lighter purple shade and do my transition color. So I'm using the blending ELF black brush, and I'm going to use this purple on the top. So this is going to be a really over the top colorful look, which I know it's not everybody's style, but it's mine. My whole thing is, if I'm going to do all this work with all these different eyeshadow colors, I want people to see it. Nothing wrong with a brown eyeshadow, you know, those are cute and definitely have their place in the world, but especially for the holidays, I love a good over the top eyeshadow color. And then neutral lip. It's funny, there's still a big contingent of the makeup artist community that want to make fun of people that only get their eye makeup done. But let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with just getting your eyes done, and then you could go back to the house and do the rest yourself, if that is a service that they offer, instead of paying for a full face, because the eyes are really what takes the time. And you might be able to finesse the rest of the things yourself. Listen, it's inflation out here, it's hard. Let me stop. Also, I know for me specifically, it's a little different, I imagine, for people of a lighter skin hue, but there's often people that don't know how to do mascara, don't know how to do foundation. They'll be phenomenal at eyeshadow, but they don't know how to do foundation and concealer on African Americans, especially at these makeup counters in more rural places. Yeah. And it's like, girl, you got me looking 8 shades lighter. And it's like, no, it's a highlight look. And it's like, no, it's the wrong color. Like, I have a golden undertone in the center of my face, red on the outside of my face. You needed to come over here with 4 different foundations. And the fact that you came with one already tells me that I'm not going to want to pay you when this is done. And that is not a good place to be. So, I mean, I usually, because I'm into makeup, I be trying to catch them. But I know there's a lot of people who aren't into makeup. And they're just like, you did something wrong and I can't tell what it is. But, yeah, specifically, I mean, a lot of brown people have this issue, but definitely African American people, it just be loud and wrong. And I'll be like, oh Lord, who did your makeup, girl? All right, we're gonna get into the teal on the lid. And this is a really sparkly, and it's like a buttery glitter. I can already tell I'm gonna love it. Oh my God, do you guys see that? It's so pretty. So this is the first shadow that I'm getting a little bit of fallout with, but again, it's like one of those buttery glitter ones. And this is gonna be probably my favorite color in the palette, is this blue. Like, it's like an icy blue. It's so pretty. But it has like that bluish greenish duochrome. I'm gonna put a little down here because I do want that purple to still stick out. Oh, that is so gorgeous. I'm gonna go back in with the purple too, because so this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Ooh. See how this eye is just like snatched now? Oh my gosh. So smooth, buttery. I love this shadows. McGrath is hands down the best. #1 eyeshadows. She's #1, Mac's probably #2. Anybody else I'm forgetting? That's it. She's #1, Mac's #2. Oh damn, I hope that thing wasn't fuzzy the whole time while I was looking down. Is there anybody who's #3? I don't know who #3 is. Write in the comments below who you think #3 is. But #1's Pat, #2 is Mac. And that's that on that. Okay, I'm going back in with the purple. The Violet Vixen with this same brush, and I'm gonna do the crease again. And a little heavier in the corner. And then I'm gonna dot that crease. And I'm gonna bring the purple down a little bit too. Fun little look. So I'm team put the eyeshadow all over the place. I don't just only do above the eye, but I'm a little careful because I do wear contacts, so I'm not team fully put it in the eye, but I'll come down a little bit with it. Go to the other side, put it on the corner. There we go. And then come up into the crease. But I do want to make sure I don't get too much color on the blue part, because I do want that to stand out still. That is so cute. Oh, I love that for me. Okay, so it is looking a little raccoony at the bottom, so we're gonna have to clean that part up. But I'm trying to think, is there a shade I want to use as a highlight? There's this super soft purple right here. Is that the shade? Yeah. That one right there that my tan nail's pointing to. I'm going to use that as a highlight. And I'm going to do the inner corner of the eye. Ooh, she's pretty. So pretty. And that's the thing, all of these shades are so easy to blend, easy to apply, beautiful, buttery. You never feel like they're dry. They don't exacerbate like any texture or anything that you could possibly have on your eye. And I really, really like that. I'm going to be careful up here because I just know that highlighting that area too much could start to give a little, you know, Lisa Frankish, and we don't want to do all that. There we go, boom. Okay, so I did go a little too deep with the purple, looking a little raccoonish. So let's take this paper towel on the side. All right, Mr. Camera, please cooperate with us. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna clean it that way. Go a little more clean up there, and then get everything that fell out off my face. Ooh, she's gorgeous looking. This is, of course, super over the top, crazy. And I am going to go back through the palette real quick just so you guys can see that there are more neutral shades if you don't want to take this route of the crazy over the top colors. I like it though. I love it. And then I'm gonna get the fallout. So a few of the shades flew out, mostly that icy blue, but nobody else really gave me a problem. So my face is a little pink from this finger rubbing, but oh, besides that, look how gorgeous that is. So I got the lighter pink, the purple, that icy blue, that teal, and came back out in the highlight. All right, so now that you guys saw the look, let's talk about the palette more. I'll be right back. Ooh, smizing. Right, so thank you so much for staying to watch my look, my first look, technically second if you saw the short, with the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana palette. I know that from looking at my eye makeup, you could be like, oh my god, that's too much, that's crazy, like I'm a regular everyday person, how could I wear that? And let me show you how you could wear it. So I'm gonna open the palette, and basically, although she provided some really fun over the top shades like this blue shade and you know this light purple shade and that teal shade, there are so many deep browns, burgundies, medium browns, navy blues, tans, that you can do a neutral look with this palette and then just use one of the glitters as like a quick highlight or a quick one area where it's bright and everything else is muted. So even if you get this palette and there's brights in it, you can still work it so that way you can only do nude looks. And it's funny, with I have all three holiday palettes, and I'm pretty sure the first one she came out with, I went crazy on those neutrals and I still never hit pan. Like I was using it, and yes, they were a lot thinner and you could see it going down, but compared to the brighter colors, but I just was like, I don't want an over top look all the time, and then I was still able to create over the top looks that I wanted. So this is a phenomenal palette. This is the best deal that you can get on Pat McGrath, period. I would say wait till VIB Rouge, not VIB Rouge, what's the name of this event? Beauty Insider semi-annual sale, as I think is the actual real name. When Sephora has the 10, 15, 20% off, try and get this then if cost is really an issue. If you can get yourself one little splurgy thing, I would definitely say get this, and you're going to be rocking it all year. It's not just holiday themed. It is a phenomenal palette. And even if you do not have all the makeup skills like I do, it ends up making you look kind of artist, because like look, like I'm still creating amazing things, right? I love it. So thank you so much for watching this demo. I'm going to have another video showing the mascaras, so that's why I'm not finishing the look, which is why it's just like this right here. But if you want to see if the mascaras from the collection, I have those also. And listen, let me tell you, you're gonna want to watch the video. That's all I gotta say. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see all the amazing videos I make here, and we can keep talking makeup. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.